my second home for my, hey! Now run me some of that money back because I gave a lot, okay. My son was a part of the drum line, and now LSU has become the second home for my daughter, who's a freshman majoring in biochemistry, because she said, Mama, I'm going to become a black doctor. I said, let's get it, sis. And finally, shout out to my alma mater, the University of Louisiana, Lafayette. Caitlin, I don't know where you, all right now, let's get it. Okay, I'm back. Now, the assignment that I have been given is a simple one. Stress the importance of embedding youth in conversations about change within our community. Today's theme, Inclusion Revolution. It's on us. Let me say it again. It's on us. Oh, y'all want to say it with me? Repeat after me. It's on us. Now, if you was in a Black Baptist church, they tell you turn to your neighbor. So turn to your neighbor and tell your neighbor, it's on us. Now, I'm gonna be honest, sometimes that works my nerves, but sometimes my neighbor don't be talking much. I'm like, you know what, you don't want to tell me, I'm not gonna tell you, moving on. Now, let me give you, I believe in making sure people have a foundation when it comes to words. So let me give you one of my favorite definitions when it comes to revolution. Activity or movement designed to affect fundamental change in a socioeconomic situation. That's why it's on us. And inclusion, the practice or policy of providing equal access to opportunities and resources for people who otherwise might be excluded or marginalized. And if you're still trying to figure that out, young people, wait till you get to the point where you apply for a job, you are overqualified, you still don't get it, someone gets in there underqualified. Wait till you apply for that home loan, you know your credit is good, and they still deny you. But that's why it's on us. All right, I'm back. Now, let's take those two words and apply to them to the It's On Us movement. Now, far too long, far too long, we have dismissed, yours truly included, have dismissed the role and power youth and collegiates play in the movement of social justice and community advocacy. Now I'm here to talk to right now the ones, I'll be 50 next month, so if you're 35 and above, this is what I need for you to do. Stop assuming they don't want to get involved. Stop putting them in the corner. I encourage you to make sure if nobody else invites them to the table, we should invite them to the table. Because how can we teach them to how to invite somebody to the table when we are still excluding them? Now, the other side of that coin is young people, because I'm the mother of a 31-year-old and an 18-year-old. When we invite you, be ready to accept the invite. And if you don't accept the invite, get in the corner and cry over there because we don't want to hear it, okay? Now, inclusion will allow you to sit at the table. Revolution will have you questioning the items on the menu. Far too long, we get excited, you know, during election season. They invite us to the chicken dinner, the dances. I'm gonna give you a free t-shirt. I'm gonna give you a koozie. I want you to vote for me because you'll never see me again, but you're so green and wet behind the ears, you're gonna take that free chicken dinner and you still not gonna vote. Now, so much has evolved since the days of Dr. King, Malcolm X, and Fannie Lou Hamer. Yes, Fannie Lou, and young people, I want you to Google who she was. As a 49-year-old Mississippi-born, Louisiana-raised black woman, and yes, I am black, I would be remiss if I do not acknowledge Fannie Lou Hamer. Since we have arrived at the intersectionality of the collision of inclusion and revolution, yes, there has been a collision of the two. For years, we wanted to be included. But unfortunately, the inclusion was not driven by equity and equality. Now, you're probably scratching your head and thinking, Tonya, aren't the two the same? No, they are not. Equity would tell you, oh, 3 of you all at the baseball game, you're trying to see over the fence, one can't see, I'm gonna give all 3 of you a box. That's what equity say. But equality will say, you know what? I'm sorry, equality will say that. Equity say, I need to make sure even when the 3 boxes are given, everyone will still be able to see over it. But inclusion will say, forget the boxes, let's just get rid of the fence. But we still want to hand out boxes. Now, we also know that for decades, with the intersectionality, there's so many still questioning. Now, there's a famous quote by Vernon Myers that says, diversity is being invited to the party, inclusion is being asked to dance. So I'm here to remind you, not only am I your DJ for DEI, I want to make sure you not only get the invite, you not only have access to the dance floor, but I'm going to make sure I'm playing your favorite song. Diversity, again, we got to make sure we're inviting everyone to the dance floor. But here's the problem. For far too long, when we get to the party, what do? We stand against the walls. We stand against the floor. The dance floor is right there. But we wait till, girl, you gonna go first? Oh, you gonna go? I'm gonna wait till you go. Keep waiting. Keep waiting. Somebody felt that. I'm gonna let you digest that. Now, we've also have grown accustomed to just accepting whatever invite they extend. Do you realize that if you do not receive the party to the invite, just go ahead and host your own party? When you become the host of your own party, there are 2 things that occur. You determine who sits at the table, and you determine what's on the menu. Always remember that everyone has a role to play. Remember, know your role and play your position. The trouble comes when we want to play the role that wasn't assigned to us in the first place. And we also want to criticize the roles that were assigned to others. Know your role, play your position, and mind your business. Dr. King knew his role. Now the ones ain't clapping, they probably minding somebody else's business. All right, I'm back. Dr. King knew his role, for he said, and I quote, "We know through painful experience that freedom is never volunteered by the oppressor. It must be demanded by the oppressed. Justice too long delayed is justice denied." Now, Brother Malcolm went on to say, you can't separate peace from freedom because no one is at peace until he has freedom. Then my girl Fannie Lou said, look, I'm sick and tired of being sick and tired. And many people don't know when she gave that quote, when she was advocating for her political party just to get an invite, Brother Malcolm was there when she gave that speech. Now, again, know your role, play your position, mind your business, and get the business done. These 3 icons did not seek stardom and celebrity status, and that's what happens now because of social media. We do things for the like and the posts and the shares or whatever, and remember, some of us were doing it before there was even IG, X, Twitter. You have to ask yourself, if I got to do it for the post, then why am I doing it? Right. These 3 icons, again, it wasn't about star power, but they also knew at the core of their voice was advocacy driven by faith and social justice. Let me tell you why faith is so important. I'm a little rough around the edges, but I am a believer. Because sometimes you're going to need that faith because you're going to have to see the end before the beginning even starts. Sometimes you're going to have to allow that faith to put you in the game when you're the only one. When you're the only one, you know what? No one else want to help register voters. I'm going to show up. That's what faith collided with purpose will do. Now, Kendrick Lamar. Now we have new voices that have emerged. Voices that not only demand inclusion, but they're demanding it in such a way that's unorthodox. Now, Brother Kendrick Lamar said, look, sometimes you gotta pop off and show them. Show them. Now, those of you who my age and above, just Google it. It's one of my favorite songs because I walk in that mindset for work every day. Sometimes you gotta show them, but how you show them is crucial. Sometimes you don't have to show them by saying something, you show them by your words. Now, then after that, he said, you know, again, pop off and show them. And then folks will get comfortable because when they see us and they see our silence, they think, okay, nothing's going on. But as Meek Mill said, hold up, wait a minute. Y'all thought I was finished. I'm not gonna sing the rest. There are times when visible silence is needed because when it's done, the enemy cannot respond to what they see and what they don't know. Now listen here, we know that this fall, we all have an assignment. We all have an assignment. We all have an assignment. I don't think they understand. So that means, let me tell y'all something. We got an assignment, keep playing.
Right.
Keep playing.
Right.
When you're wondering why your grandmother's falling sick because she can't afford the particular prescription, keep not voting. When you wonder why you can't afford the tuition or the books, keep not voting. We all have one assignment, period. Now, know your role, play your position, mind your business, get the job done, and protect the blueprint of the movement. This is the other thing, I love social media, right? But sometimes y'all put too much on social media so the ops know what we're doing. Everything does not, I know I probably, but I don't care. She already paid for my room and I'm eating my meal, so I'm good. Everything does not have to be told and said out loud. Be mindful of who you share your vision with. Be mindful of who you talk your dreams to. Be mindful of who you show your blueprint to. Because some of us, and let me be honest, some of us that look like us, we're the ops.
Yeah.
And we wonder why our plans are failing because we don't know when to hush. Okay? So again, know your role, play your position, mind your business, get the job done, and protect the blueprint of the movement. Now, Tonya, what's the blueprint? I'm so glad you asked. The blueprint is whatever you want it to be. It is imperative that you lean upon history as you create and reinvent your blueprint. Young people, listen to me. In order for your blueprint to work, you have to understand how Malcolm did it. You have to understand how Dr. King did it. You have to understand how Fannie Lou Hamer did it. You have to understand when Rosa sat on the bus, it wasn't just about that seat. Rosa was the least person they thought was going to do it. But Rosa knew her role and she played her position. And because she played her position, you can ride city transportation without anyone telling you to get to the back. Now, it's imperative again, lean upon your history and learn from and study. I believe in always working smarter and not harder. That's why I read these speeches of these great icons because it reminds me. Now, too often we want to dismiss what has previously occurred. Remember, every moment in history is a what? Teachable moment. So now I'm gonna leave you with the 7 E's of protecting the blueprint. The first E, establish yourself as a catalyst for change. Establish yourself as a catalyst for change. Closed mouths will never get fed. So do not be that individual that waits until somebody steps up. You're gonna always be sitting in the dugout. The second one, educate yourself on the whys of the world. Too many times we wait because we don't go to events or places because we say, you know what, we're gonna be the only one. How you gonna play the game if you don't learn the game? Go anyway. Empower others by utilizing the gifts and talents that have been bestowed upon them. My people that are my age and above, we have to make sure that we continue to sharpen their iron. That's not a cliche, that's the book of Proverbs. So if the God said put their word out, make sure you're sharpening the iron of at least one person in here. Encourage others not to settle. Once again, stop accepting every invite that's extended. Because sometimes they invite you so they can learn your blueprint, and you wonder why you don't get another invite because you done told all your secrets in your business. Know your role, play your position, and keep your mouth quiet. Embrace the opportunities and learn from them. We have to start, and I'm saying we, myself included, we have to do a better job of making sure we're creating positions for you all to sit at the table. Because it's going to come a time where, guess what? I will no longer be at the table. And that's why I tell students all the time, when I get an opportunity to speak to them, I'm going to give you everything you know. And oftentimes they'll come up to me after a performance or speech, hey, can you be my mentor? And I'll tell them, you about that life? Don't waste my time. Because if I'm getting you and teaching you how to shoot your shot, you better shoot your shot or sit down. Also, the sixth one, elevate your mindset by surrounding yourself with people who will challenge you to do better and be better. Young people, actually everybody, but young people, I need for you to, when you get in a place of stillness, check your circle. Watch your crew. Everybody in your circle may not be happy for you. Everybody in your family may not be applauding you. Everybody in your organization may not celebrate you. That's why periodically check your circle and know your crew. Because you know, just like when the season comes, when it's summertime, what do? We put the coats up and put them back in the closet. Sometimes you gotta put some folks in a closet and leave them there. Also, when you fly, what's one of the things that you do? You have to do when you fly, you gotta go through TSA. You gotta go through TSA. You already know before you get on your plane where you're gonna sit. But here's the deal. When you board that plane, everybody can't board with you. Everybody can't board with you. And part of the problem with the movement is you're trying to bring everybody with you. Some people have to ride coach while you ride in first class. And finally, number 7, excel to new levels by denying fear and leaning upon faith. Faith will have you look at the why. Fear will have you looking at the why not. Faith will tell you, yes, I can. Fear will tell you, no, you can't. Faith will tell you all things are possible. Fear will scratch his head and say, how is that possible? But because of the God we serve and the word that says, Jeremiah 29 and for I know the plans I have for you. For the plans I have for you. Stand on those plans. Stand on it. Remember, in closing, know your role. Use your voice, stand 10 toes down, be about that life for speaking for others. It's on us because the best is yet to come. Period. God bless.